Okay, tell us about your diet. We all know that you need to control your weight before the races. So is it very hard to control your weight?
It is very hard. It's very hard. That's the biggest challenge that jockeys have to face in their life. Because putting your weight down every week, it's quite challenging. Not everyone else can do it, and a lot of them has been beaten by the scales. Fortunately, I'm not one of them. My diet is relating to everything. I eat everything in small portions. And when it comes closer to the race day, let's say if we're racing on Sunday, let's say, on Saturday night I don't have dinner, and I don't have breakfast on Sunday morning. And I also get in the bath to sweat to lose at least 3 pounds nearly every race meeting to put my body weight down to my minimal riding weight, which is 115. So yeah, it's been quite challenging, tough on my body, but it's doable, and it's been worth. So I've been doing it without hesitating, because it's work hard on that.
Because it's quite demanding for us, I believe. But do you like delicious food?
Of course, I love my meal. When I sit on the table, I want to eat everything and as much as I can, but jockey's life is different. But you yourself, to have enough energy to be able to deliver a good form at the races, you need to input enough energy. So I eat everything in smaller portions, different colors, variety of colors actually, to be honest. And when it comes to the race day, even if I'm wasting, as I said to you, wasting 3 to 4 pounds every race meeting, I feel strong enough. Actually, I feel better when I waste a little bit. When I waste a lot, I feel bad. But when I wasted just a little bit, maybe just half of what I usually waste, I feel fantastic. I think I ride at my very best.
咁雷神就話啦，佢做磅啊，當然就都好難啦，咁所以佢都盡量會食好多唔同嘅嘢，不過就食細飯少少。咁去到賽前一日啦，可能佢都會唔食晚餐啊，亦都會唔食早餐嘅，咁亦都會可能即係焗桑拿焗走大概3磅左右嘅水分，咁就令到佢個做磅啊盡量壓低少少嘅。咁但係佢都好中意食好嘢嘅，咁但係都為咗即係做騎師呢條路都一定係辛苦嘅，所以佢都盡力控制自己嘅食慾咁啊，唔食太多啦。So have you ever faced any big challenges or how do you overcome your failure in some big races or big stages?
Yeah, that's a very tricky question. No doubt we all have to face tough challenges, in particular criticism of media and also horse race owners who express their insatisfaction for you to be the rider of a horse that could have won, let's say, and for you not being able to deliver your very best as a jockey. They blame you. So what I do is, I try not to look back. I try to figure out what I've done wrong, respect people's opinion, and work hard to don't let it happen again. Because if you work around those mistakes you've done, that's how it should be. It's a way of learning, and we're learning every day. Don't think that I'm being successful as a jockey that I don't do a mistake. Nearly every race meeting, there is always a mistake that I've done, which I know, and most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, people who is outside watching the race, they don't know. And obviously we don't do any mistake intentionally. But I do work on them, I try to correct, and most of the time we're able to turn it around and also make it better next time. But as we are human beings, no doubt that eventually we do mistakes again, and then we have to face it all over again. So it's a continual routine of mistake being made, and try to correct them for the future to make sure you keep on going smooth.
So will you watch the race replay after you make a mistake?
Not just the race that I make mistake. I watch every race like at least 4 times every race meeting. Like our routine is we go to the race, we ride, we come back. I'm not even having my meal yet. I'm already watching the race replays and trying to figure out what I've done wrong and what I could do best next time, and also trying to get the best horse that we can for the future. because the system here is quite rushed. Nothing for tomorrow. We have to do it today. Because if you don't do, somebody else will be doing today, and they'll get a step ahead of you. The competition is quite big here. I have to say that. Jockeys are very straightforward. They chase hard for those good horses, and even if you have a good reputation, if you sit and wait, you think it's not going to come to you. Before it gets to you, somebody else jump on the way and get it for themselves. So you have to do your job.
咁雷神就講到啦，有啲時候即係佢遇到困難嘅時候，咁都會盡量調整翻自己心態啦。咁當然即係騎師都係人，即係唔係機器，大家都會即係犯錯嘅時候，大家都會有，咁佢都會盡力去令自己改善啦。咁佢都提到啦，唔單止佢騎得唔好嘅賽事啊，所有佢策騎嘅賽事嘅片咧，佢都會翻睇最少3至4次啊，去睇翻究竟有啲咩佢做得好或者做得唔好嘅，咁下次會改善翻嘅。甚至乎未食飯咧，佢都會開始睇嗰啲片，睇完嗰啲片咧先至開始食飯嘅。所以即係做騎師真係大家都要尊重翻所有騎師啊，真係好辛苦嘅。So you mentioned that your kid try to have riding lessons. So do you want them to follow your footsteps to become a jockey?
I would love to see my son riding, and I would love to ride with him, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because
Why do you say so?
Because I don't think I'm going to ride up until he starts to ride, because that's up until he gets to the age of start riding. Let's say he's 9 now, and let's say if he start riding at 17, it's 8 years, and I don't think I'll be riding for 8 years more.
Really? Why you're so sure?
Because I'm having problem with my weight, and I think before I get into the situation where I feel bad about horse racing, like I feel sore, or maybe I get an injury, or maybe my body weight goes up and I can't put it down anymore. And I also personally want to learn to do something else. So I think that's not going to happen, me riding with him. But if he follows my steps, that'll be a good thing. And if he doesn't, I'll be happy as long as he goes for his dreams, because that's how it should be. You have a dream, go for it. Don't follow your parents' dreams. Because if that was the case, I shouldn't be a jockey, because my mom asked me not to follow horse racing.
咁雷神提到佢個仔仔咧而家亦都係有學緊騎馬嘅，咁佢都話幻想過同自己即係仔仔一齊同場較技嘅場面啦，咁但係佢話佢未必會即係呢件事未必會發生啦，因為佢覺得到佢仔仔適合騎馬嘅時候咧，佢可能未必會再即係做到騎師啦，咁就所以就佢都覺得只要仔仔開心就 OK 啦，唔一定話要跟住佢個步伐去做騎師嘅。So it's an interesting question. Do you know some foul language in Cantonese?
I know a few words, usually the bad ones.
Yeah. We are not trying to ask you to say.
Because actually, as we discussing just now, sometimes we do mistakes, and the crowd at the horse racing course, the fans, they can't stop themselves. They just tell it to us, and then sometimes we figure out they're swearing. And I'm not going to say that, because I'm not going to stimulate people to swear, because I don't think it's a good thing. Yeah, but I know a few words. Ngoi Sai, Joe San, Gong Hei Fa Choi, these kind of things. Yeah, we pick it up.
So do you have a plan to learn Cantonese properly?
I try to be honest, but I don't think I'm good enough. Not in Cantonese. I struggle a little bit. It's a lovely language, very challenging to learn.
Yeah,
I know there is people that is capable. So far, I haven't been. So maybe in the future I'll give it another try, and then we'll see how it goes.
Okay, other than Cantonese, how about Japanese? Because sometimes you go to Japan for short-term license. So how about Japanese?
Japanese, it's another language that I would love to learn, but it seems very hard for me as well. We've got a very big Japanese community in Brazil, so even before I make my international trips, I heard a few words in Japanese back home, so yeah. But probably now I'm happy to just use English as you're helping out with that. Maybe in the future I'll give it another try in Cantonese.
In Hong Kong, it's easy for you to speak English, but if you know a little bit Cantonese, your life will be easier.
Yeah, I presume so. But I'm okay so far.
雷神都話即係廣東話嘅，即係有啲可能粗言穢語啊，佢有時都會喺啲沙圈啊，甚至跑完之後咧都會聽到嘅。咁但係佢都唔會理太多啦，因為大家都知道運動員嗰個EQ 咧一定要好高嘅，唔可以對呢啲字咧就太容易俾佢哋刺激到。咁但係問到佢會唔會話去學廣東話咧？咁佢都想去學廣東話嘅，但係廣東話大家都知道係一個幾難學嘅語言啊，所以雷神都話可能都要即係遲啲有再多啲時間咧先去學啊。咁日文咧頭先都問到佢會唔會學日文啦，咁但係日文即係同廣東話一樣，都係啲比較難學嘅語言啦，所以雷神都暫時未有呢個即係 plan 咧去學呢個日文嘅。So you mentioned that you will try to have other achievement in Hong Kong or in your life other than being a jockey. So we will try to write a book about yourself, write a book like autobiography.
It's a plan, but yeah, we're still working on to see if we can get the right people to support us because I would love to, and I've got a lot of good stories to tell, and that is a plan. I'm working on it, and if I see it's doable, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen.
Because there are many publishers in Hong Kong, they would love to support you if you have this plan.
Actually, I can say that I do have this plan. I'm working with a person that is also trying to find out if it's doable or not. And then if we get the right people to support us, I think it's going to happen in the near future.
The story of 雷神 like this.
Could be that way or could be some other, but I'm not going to tell you the stories. I got a lot of nice stuff to tell.
咁雷神都講到啊，即係出自傳咧，其實一直都喺佢嘅計劃當中嘅。咁佢都話，如果有書商啊、出版商啊希望即係肯幫佢出嘅話咧，佢都好希望有一本自己嘅自傳嘅。咁佢都話有好多好有趣嘅故事想同大家分享。咁到時如果真係有雷神嘅自傳咧，咁大家一定要支持下，真係要買翻本嘅。So, what's your favorite football club in Hong Kong? As you said, you have many footballers, football friends in Hong Kong.
I'm a big supporter of Kichi because Kichi because my son actually does soccer academies there. The facility that they've got is pretty good. The Jockey Club supports it and sponsors it, and I think they are the best team at the moment in Hong Kong, by far. So I'm a big supporter of Kichi.
So you have played with some of those players?
Honestly, no, because they're too good for me. They're professional, and some of them even came from high divisions from some other countries. So, yeah, but it's nice to follow football here as well. They can put on some nice shows, and sometimes I'm there at the stadium watching my friends to play.
咁雷神都講咗佢最喜歡嘅香港本地球隊咧就係傑志。咁由香港即係賽馬會亦都有 sponsor 佢哋啦。咁亦都有好多好好嘅球員咧就陣中嘅。咁我問雷神有會唔會同佢哋一齊踢下波啊？咁雷神就話唔會啦，因為大家水平就唔係好一樣。咁但係即係大家都知道，即係本地足球啊，好需要大家嘅支持。咁就雷神都好支持本地足球嘅。咁希望各位朋友咧，亦都繼續支持本地足球，亦都支持雷神啦。好啦，咁今日嘅時間咧又差唔多啦。咁就今日好多謝雷神 ，thank you so much。
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. 多謝雷神嚟接受我哋嘅訪問啦，咁就記住大家支持我哋京話之石，同埋多謝大家嘅收睇，拜拜。
Bye bye.